A man insists he's just an ordinary person. The girl decides to prove otherwise herself. He looks down for a moment and lets out a resigned sigh. The next second, the two of them shoot up into the night sky and drift slowly back down beneath the full moon. This man is actually a nine-tailed fox. 1,000 years ago he was a mountain god who presided over his own domain. Then one afternoon, while he was resting, a human girl stumbled upon him and started patting his head like he was a pet. John was just about to get angry when the girl's guileless smile completely disarmed him. From that day on she kept coming back to find him, and as the little girl grew into a young woman, the two of them fell in love through all the time they spent together. It seemed like that happiness would simply go on forever. But then came that night, when John felt heartbreak for the first time. The girl's spirit followed the underworld grandmother toward the Sanzu River. John couldn't accept losing her. He chased all the way to the entrance of the river, and in defiance of every prohibition, froze the entire river solid. He paid no attention to the grandmother's fury, and walked forward with grief weighing on every step. For the first time in 1,000 years he went down on his knees, asking for nothing except one last moment with the girl. The grandmother stared at him with fury, and in the end was moved by the sincerity of what she saw. She turned away and slowly closed her eyes, unable to change what death had already decided. John placed the fox bead inside the girl's body. His hope was that in every life she was reborn into, the bead would lead her back to him. The first 100 years, John stopped a woman carrying a child, but there was no fox bead on her. The second 100 years, he touched a woman lightly on the shoulder. Still nothing. 600 years later, a happy family of 3 was driving home late at night, when every streetlight on the road went dark without warning. A shadow flashed across the road in front of them. The car rolled several times and came to rest upside down in the middle of the road. The music box inside kept playing. When the little girl came to, she saw her father's hands covered in blood, and heard her mother calling her name softly. Then 2 figures appeared outside. Emma called out to them for help, but the ones who crouched down beside her were her own parents. Emma jolts awake. She assumes it was only a nightmare, and immediately reaches for her parents and holds them. But the next second, Emma picks up her music box, and finds the horse's head has broken off. There is blood on her sleeve. Emma looks at her parents smiling at her, and feels something she can't quite explain. Emma asks her mother to bring her some walnut cookies. Her mother searches the room for a long time, but can't find any. She says she'll buy some tomorrow, but what Emma says next stops her cold. Emma is allergic to nuts. There have never been walnut cookies in this house. Her mother quickly says she must have been too busy and forgotten. Emma pushes her away, and asks where her real parents are. The faces of the 2 imposters twist into something terrifying. Emma seizes the moment and runs upstairs, locking the door behind her. A commotion breaks out on the other side, accompanied by the agonized cries of a fox. Emma presses herself into a corner and covers her eyes in fear. She peeks through the gaps between her fingers. A man holding a red umbrella is standing before her. John calls out his beloved's name softly, and uses his power to search for the fox bead, but finds nothing. Then John leans down, his eyes glowing gold, and makes Emma forget everything she witnessed that night. When she comes back to herself, she is at the scene of the car accident. 20 years later, John has become a nine-tailed fox tasked with punishing wrongdoers. Emma has become a producer at a well-known television station. Then by chance, in the middle of a crowd, Emma sees the man with the red umbrella again.